IIT Bombay started about 58 years ago as a teaching institution for science and engineering. Over the years, it has evolved into subjects well beyond science and engineering to design, humanities and social sciences, as well as management. The institute has also built up a lot of research capabilities which enables it to take on action projects, and we are working on several projects which are in the field making a big difference. IIT Bombay was given the responsibility for being the design coordinating agency for the Dandi Memorial project, and this whole effort was led by Professor Kirti Trivedi of our Industrial Design Center to actually take inputs from a wide variety of people and to come up with a final design for the memorial. When we were asked whether we would take a much greater responsibility for executing this project, we immediately agreed, knowing our expertise, as well as we felt that it was a great privilege for the institute to be associated with such a project.
A few of the key design inputs, especially with respect to the construction aspect of the memorial, which was in the purview of the Dean IPS, were riveting. So, what was then designed was that an embankment of about nearly 2 meters would be put around and the lake be put inside. And this lake has a few interesting aspects. It is a non-permeable geotextile based lake and designed by an IIT professor. The A-frame is essentially scaled down from about 240 meters to about 40 meters now, and this 40 meter also, because being a coastal kind of a project, had to be wind tunnel tested. This was done in the IIT Kanpur wind tunnel, and the foundation and the arm tested. So, almost all the details were thought through.
My role as a structural engineer is to give advice on the structural designs and add value to whatever work that has been done by architects and the structural engineers related to various buildings of this Dandi project. The biggest challenge that we have is the monument, 40-meter tall monument that is of A-frame, and there is a heavy crystal. So, the crystal weighs about 2.5 tons at the height of 40 meters. So, basically how to ensure stability of this A-frame against the wind load has been the major challenge in this project.
When we went first time to Dandi to look at the memorial site, we were continuously looking for the sources of potential sources of water in such arid region, and the first site was obviously of the ocean, and the first thought that crossed our mind was how to bring the ocean water into the memorial. So, in summary, in a short range, we are going to take the harvested rainwater and treat it through a proper technology, make it sparklingly clear, and put it into the monument pond. And in the long range, we are hoping that we will be able to bring the more quantity of water from ocean and supplement this water and that water together with each other, so that a sustained all the year round water supply would be available for filling into pond.
Well, my expertise is really the solar energy, and since we wanted to power the whole memorial complex with solar energy, the obvious choice was to use solar panels like the one you see here and use that to power the lighting and everything else. We would need to have batteries to store the energy, and that was turning out to be really quite expensive and very complex. So, what we decided really is to make it a zero energy complex in which it generates as much energy or more energy than it uses throughout the day. So, what it really meant is that it would be a grid connected solar panel in which it would generate electricity during the day and export it to the grid, but then get the energy in from the grid at night for the lighting. We designed really a very special solar tree, which I am showing you a small mock-up here, and it's going to look really very beautiful when it's out there in Dandi.
My involvement started with soil investigation data. This data has revealed that the soil is having a clayey soil below the ground level, Based on the data and the topography, we have decided to raise the ground level by about 2 meters. And then the other involvement is that suiting the site conditions, foundations for design for statue, bridge and other structures. Then an innovative material for sealing the lake for preventing the salt infiltration from bottom and top is actually taken care, and this is done from the locally available natural material that is called bentonite based barrier.
I took this project up after the concept development done by Professor Kirti Trivedi to the next level of product development and implementation, and created all the systems and processes in place to get the manufacturing and development of the art components.
This project has been collaborative and participative right from the beginning, where all the sculptures in the memorial have been, almost all sculptures have been done by individual artists. The approach was that every artist, every sculptor was given a photograph of a marcher, and those were actually just impressions, and they were meant to use them as inspiration to make the sculpture.
My role has been coordinating one of the art components, which is the creation of 24 narrative murals depicting events from the march from Sabarmati to Dandi. After that initial work, the Jawaharlal Nehru Fine Arts College in Hyderabad helped in carrying this work forward, after which the process of casting in bronze will be done at Studio Sukriti.
The rock mass we are going to use in a huge quantity in the pathway, as well as on the statue, as well as on the constructing a huge pond. We have already tested and we have recommended the rock, different rock types. 3 rock types we have recommended, one for the basalt for your pond area on the basement, pathway the red sandstone, nearby a structure also red sandstone, and some cladding will be the granite.
We have been working in the area of materials for corrosion resistance applications for industries, and that is how we have been involved in selecting materials for Dandi memorial structures. And we are aware from the beginning that these structures are to be located at the seashore, and the marine being a very corrosive environment requires very highly corrosion resistant materials.
When the Dandi project came, we thought that we will add the laser into the Dandi project, and this will give you much more visual effect. But as we know that laser cannot be seen without having any scattering center, so we thought of adding mist into it.
The art components of the Dandi Memorial consists of the pathway, where we have the murals leading to the marchers, where 81 marchers are marching towards the glass crystal at the apex of the main Gandhi statue, and then leading to the solar trees, and finally the salt making facility, where the visitors would actually make a pinch of salt and take it as a memorabilia.
The Dandi Memorial project was really a very unique project for the institute, which combined both art and engineering. Everyone who was involved with the project gave their wholehearted effort into it, and everyone felt very proud to be associated with this national memorial and with, of course, Gandhiji's Salt March. I think that this memorial and the association of IIT Bombay will be a matter of pride for faculty and students of IIT Bombay for all years to come, and we are very happy that we got this opportunity to work on this project.